I typed just one question, and AI generated an entire answer. But where did my question actually go? Did my computer process it? Did the internet do it? Or did a powerful computer somewhere else do all the work? And how did those words eventually turn back into an answer? Let's follow the journey of a single question through an AI.
When you type, the keyboard sends your keystrokes to your computer or phone. At this point, your device is simply receiving the text you're entering. But if you're using an online AI service, the AI model is generally running on powerful remote servers. So when you send your question, your device sends the request through the internet to the AI server. And now the interesting part begins. The first stage is tokenization. The AI takes the text and breaks it into smaller pieces called tokens. A token can be a complete word, part of a word, punctuation, or another piece of text. The exact way the sentence is divided depends on the tokenizer used by the model.
But we're not done yet. The neural network works with numbers, not ordinary words, so the tokens are converted into numerical representations that the model can process mathematically. Now our sentence has been transformed from human-readable text into numerical data, and these numbers are about to enter the main part of the AI model.
Now the numerical representations are processed by the neural network. Modern language models contain many layers and enormous numbers of learned parameters. These parameters include weights and biases. But where did those parameters come from? Training. Before the model can generate useful text, it has to be trained. During training, the model processes huge amounts of text and learns statistical patterns in that data. It repeatedly adjusts its parameters so that its predictions become better at the training task. After training, those learned parameters become part of the model. Now, let's return to our question. The model uses the context it has received to predict what should come next. For example, if the context is, "the sky is blue," is a very plausible continuation. The model produces scores or probabilities for possible next tokens. It selects a token and then does it again. The model generates the response sequentially. The newly generated token becomes part of the context. That updated context is then used to predict the next token. Then the next. Then the next. This happens repeatedly until the model produces the response. The generated tokens are converted back into readable text. That response is then sent from the AI server back through the internet, and finally, your computer or phone displays the response. Now, you might be wondering, is the AI just searching Google and copying the answer? Not necessarily. A language model can generate text from patterns learned during training and the context provided in the conversation. Some AI systems can also use search engines, databases, or other tools. But generating an answer and searching for information are two different things. And that's also why AI can sometimes be wrong. A model can generate text that sounds extremely confident while still containing incorrect information. So fluent language doesn't always mean factual accuracy. So what actually happened to those 6 words? Your text started on your device. It traveled to an AI server. There, it was processed into tokens and numerical representations. The neural network processed those representations using its learned parameters. The model predicted tokens, one after another. Those tokens became text, and finally, the answer traveled back to your screen.
But there's one more question. What is all of this actually programmed with? AI isn't built using just one programming language. Python is widely used to build and train AI models because it has a huge ecosystem of machine learning tools. Behind those tools, languages like C and C++ are often used for high-performance operations. And when the model uses a GPU, technologies like CUDA can help perform massive amounts of computation in parallel. So behind the AI interface you're looking at, there's an entire software and hardware stack working together. So the next time you ask an AI a question, remember, you're not just sending words to a computer.
You're sending information into a massive mathematical model that has learned patterns from data and uses those patterns to generate its next token. And that's how your text becomes an answer.